there are two things. Let me first of all begin by saying, I'm here for a personal, selfish reason. And my selfish reason is, I want to do the rest of my year what I'm going to do today, because it's my birthday. When you do the right things on your birthday, you do it all year round. And this has been my life's principle. Therefore, my birthday has been a day where I work the hardest, because I want to work hard through the year. I don't want to rest. I don't want to waste. I don't want to relax. I want to work. But work with joy, because anything done with joy is no work. It's a lot of happiness giving and sharing. So simple reason is, why not something which has been a brilliant suggestion offered by the President of India himself in the recent conference I was a participant. Why not do it on this day? On this day, and Saturday is a working day for us at the Lt.Governor's office, where we do our weekly rounds. And that's how Sridhar is also with me as a member of the Team Rajnivas, and there are other members as well. So friends, it is a reason. I could have done it on Monday, but it was for this that it coincided with this day, because this day will become a memorable day for both me and you and the university, and perhaps certainly even for President of India. The second thing I want to share with you, when I got a call of a greeting from our Honorable President this morning, I've never had this before. I've been Lieutenant Governor for last 2 years. Last year, I didn't hear from anybody. This year, I heard both from our Vice President and our Honorable President greeting me for my birthday. And both your Vice President is the Chancellor of this university, and the President is the Chancellor of all Chancellors anyway. So when he greeted me, and I told him that, sir, I'm planning to go to the Pondicherry University and launching your program. And what is his program? What Dr. Gurmeet Singh already told you. He has given this concept of CSR to USR, corporate social responsibility to university social responsibility. When he said this concept, everybody loved it. Everybody liked it. But the question is, how soon do we see it happen? And what could be a better day than this? We decided, he's in town, this is a good day, let's begin. Why lose even a single day? And therefore, this is how it's coming through. This idea belongs to our President, who has given this component. And I mentioned this 3 days ago when I returned from the Governor's Conference from Delhi, that President of India, and I tweeted it, saying President of India has given this concept. We should see it through. I didn't know at that time. We'll do it today. So friends, the concept is that university social responsibility involves every student. The President suggested that we could form groups of students. They could go adopt villages. They could adopt areas. They could adopt a program. They could adopt anything of their choice. Groups could be formed of students. You're all friends. You are groups. You are also neighbors. It's up to you. But the question is, the faculty leads these groups. However, groups are also independent of the teacher. But the teacher can lead, teacher can guide, teacher can mentor. But every student exercises university social responsibility. Now, what is it, that responsibility which you as a student can exercise? What are the challenges before you? The choice is exactly yours, what is closest to your heart. For some tree plantation is very close. For some, water is a very major issue. For some, cleanliness, swachhta is an issue. For some, elder care is an issue. For some, security is an issue. So there could be there could be many issues. The moment you open this up saying, okay friends, talk about for some, traffic road safety is an issue. So law enforcement is an issue. For some, it could be elder care, as I said, could be an issue. or looking after the marginalized sector. For some, education would be an issue. Going to a school and taking classes with the less privileged to help them in mathematics, in English, or a language. It could be, or for some, skill, passing on a skill would be an interesting issue, where I know the skill, I like to take up a group of boys and girls and pass on this skill, because you are also in summer vacation, these children are also in summer vacation. So centrally, universities, social responsibility could be you form your groups and say, we will do this together. What a revolution it would be, even in your character building, even in your value system, even in your way of thinking. Even you will stop complaining, you'll start talking solutions. This skill, which you leadership skill, or a social skill, or a communication skill, or a giving skill, or a sensitivity skill, or skill of compassion for the elders, you cannot know it, acquire it by reading a book. You can only learn it by doing. Sensitivity and nation building, love for being patriotic, you cannot do it by reading a book. You have to only go to the ground and feel it. So you want to feel the other's pain, you have to wear the other's shoe and not say kaisa. It's like a doctor. He pokes you and says, kaisa lag raha hai? He's giving you a poke, but he's asking you, dard ho raha hai? What's the point telling the doctor dard ho raha hai? Poke to kar hi diya. You've already poked me. Pain is me. He doesn't feel that you are pain. He's only poking you. But till you are get that poke, you really know that there is pain somewhere. And how does it pain? Therefore, you'll know that every time you're poked, somebody will be pained. I'm talking of the very minor issue. So you want to feel the sense of people's needs and how you can be of help. This is now by going to the ground. Leadership is all about field. We learn so much about leadership. We read about management. We read leadership books. We want to read community leadership. A book gives you a concept. Book gives you a theory. But when you practically read it, you tweak it, and you alter it, and you improve it, and you add to it, and you expand it, and you understand it. And then you acquire it, and you become that which you have actually practiced. This is my life's experience. So, friends, we've always been saying our boys and girls are now more into Facebooks, or they are mostly into social media, they're mostly into telephones, into networking of the friends. Why not put the same network, same group into this kind of productivity? You will make better friends. The bonding will become more productive. Many times a friend wants to see me, and I don't have much time, but I want to go for a morning walk, or I want to go for an evening walk. I tell my friend, come, you're most welcome. Please put on your walking shoes. Come with your walking shoes. He said, why? I said, because we'll go for a walk together. And we'll walk and talk rather than sit and talk. We'll walk and talk, which means we'll be in the middle of nature. We'll exercise, we'll walk together, we'll chat together, we'll have fun together, rather than sitting and talking and having cups of teas and chips. No chips, no tea, we go walk, and we are in the middle of the nature. And then we are so refreshed throughout. It's a way you can do something like multitasking. So friendship actually bonds more when you are into an activity. Friendship breaks when you're only into gossips, and you are toxic. That's called sometimes a toxic relationship. But when you're in the middle of nature, when you're working for people or serving, you are into not toxic. You're into very creative. You're into very nutritious relationships. So the point here is, I would urge the Vice Chancellor to take the leadership in this. Lead it. Let the students' groups be formed on their own. Let the group decide what it wants. Let the teachers take sessions with them, every department. Every department can be intermixed or within. I'm not at details now. I'm only at the theme, at the idea, the concept, and the mission statement, and the need of the hour. That India is looking for a new youth. India is looking for a value-based youth. India is looking for a sensitive youth, which is willing to give and share, and not only take. It's not only talking about rights, It's now talking about responsibilities. That's why it's called university social responsibility. It's not talking about university social right. We've only been talking about rights, human rights. Here it's about university, while it's social responsibility. What is my responsibility towards wherever I am? My home, my neighborhood, my village, my society as a whole, my elders, or my youngsters, or the less privileged. So identify where your heart is. Once you've identified, what is it that I like? It's not an imposition, but good point is, now UGC is offering internship points. In fact, when you intern, like for instance, one of the biggest volunteerism you can do immediately is Swachhta interns. You can enroll immediately. I saw the other day, and it's all online internship. You can enroll, you get points in UGC, you get certificates, etc. So it's just go to that Swachhta internship program. The enrollment is still on. Enrollment is still on. Enroll, and then you will be committing yourself a few hours for your summer vacation for Swachhta and other campaigns, and you will get UGC points, which means that, and certificates, and even prizes. So when you go to that site, you'll get, so there's even an incentive today. So there's an incentive, and there's volunteerism. You can enroll. I had a chart, which I reviewed today, that the Government of India Swachhta program has asked for internships. The state which is heading this number is Jharkhand, is 3,000 who have enrolled. Pondicherry is about 300 only. It was only 300. And I thought that was a shame. But with entire university with you, and you have only 300, reason is because you don't know. You're not aware of the scheme. The boys and girls, the students must know the scheme. Go ahead, explain.
Sorry for the interruption. Actually, if we look into the website contains the name of each nodal officer of the college. Mostly it will be the NSS officers, I think. So it's a responsibility of those NSS officers. Each college, I don't know how many college principals or representatives are here, or even from university a communication can go, because there's till June 15th only. The last date is June 15th. Still, so we still have 6 days time to maximize it. From 300, we can easily scale it up to 10,000. Because this, I mean, all private colleges, all colleges are there. Whichever college is affiliated to the university can always send a communication. The nodal officers' names are already there. Each college-wise it's there, but the enrollment is very, very poor. It's because the nodal officers themselves have not gone into the website and seen it. That's the reason.
So, let's break all records. Let's break records. Bina record breaker, you not make an impact. Do you want to make an impact, friends? Do you want to make an impact, or do you want to be one of them? Answer this first. Let's first decide. What do you want to be? The also ran, or the one in the who's top of the list? Do you want to be also ran? You want to be a runner, or you want to be a winner? First, let's decide that, and then we'll work backwards. You want to be a winner, or you want to be a runner? I don't hear you. I don't still hear you. You want to be a winner. Then for a winner, you have to be ready. You want to be full of initiative. You got to research on your own. This is already, fortunately, it's still open. But do you want to break records? Do you want to have Puducherry #1? Saying maximum enrollment came from here? It's so sad. Delhi University is full of, everybody is a student of Delhi University, some college or the other. Unki enrollment is so poor. Isn't it sad? Isn't it sad? What kind of, that is why it's out nothing but sheer ignorance. It's not that we don't want to be. It's because we don't know. When I read this figure, I knew we did not know. And once we know, things will change dramatically. And the initiative. So you will be at India #1 in Pondicherry. And once it is known, Prime Minister will know you. You want him to come and attend your university function someday? You want to? Huh? How many want to say yes? I didn't hear you. You people don't even answer. Do you want him to attend? Then you can. You have to earn it. You have to earn it. And you have to deserve it. If you want to earn it, then have thousands enrolled. And on that basis, your Vice Chancellor could say, sir, look, every student is your Swachh ambassador. Would you not like to come for a convocation? How can he say no then? We'll also support you. Saying we want you, he can. But you have to win his heart. And the winning his heart would be being what he's been asking for last 4 years. And who is he asking for? He's asking for us. A clean city, a healthy city is health for us, isn't it? You don't get dengue mosquitoes biting us or our families and relatives, and we don't have to be lining up in the hospital, spending all our savings, because now dengue is so expensive in certain medicines. So friends, we can. First of all, let's say, first step, all NSS, all NCC students, all such volunteers, community colleges, they must immediately enroll. That takes you to thousands already. Then I want all others as well, those who are not in the NSS, but they're clubs, they're environment clubs, there are so many clubs you have. Why not clubs as volunteers? First of all, step one, go in for an internship program straight away as volunteer under that scheme. So this is a program where your team, sir, could take over. And go in for mass, and when the next list come, Puducherry, you should see the meter. Who is beating? Beat the hell out of the others. How many students do we have?
Total here, 6,500.
So 6,500 to jayenge hi jayenge.
And 90 affiliated colleges.
And 90 affiliated, then wo bhi jayenge.
The average, if you count it, it crosses 10,000.
10,000. So let's set a target. With our target, you don't achieve. What's our target then for that program? Set a target. And that's the change maker. You will see when you grow up, you will say, I did that program, and that's where I learned this. I have done several such programs without these kind of campaigns we had. We only had wars at that time. When I was a student, and I'm from Amritsar, we had an Indo-Pakistan war in 1965. I was probably 13, 14 years old at that time. And it was a war. And there were naturally requests for blood donation camps. As a 14-year-old, I used to bike from my home all the way about 10 kilometers to a hospital. And I used to go and clean the floors of the hospital. I used to help queuing up the students or the people for blood donation camp. They wouldn't take mine because I was underage for them. But I used to go and serve in the hospital. See, today I'm saying it as a 69-year-old woman today. I did something as a 14-year-old girl, and I don't forget it. What a wonderful memory this is. And what that taught me took me to the Indian Police Service, because that taught me patriotism. That taught me simplicity. That taught me to serve the common man. It taught me to love and feel when they were coming to the hospital injured, when our men who had fought for us came to the injured, and I saw, and I felt, and I cried, and I loved them, and I respected them, and I wanted to give everything I had for them. And see, it took me to NCC. It made me an NCC cadet. It made me join the Indian Police Service, and it's not left me till now. Seeds are sown at this age. Don't run out of time. Don't run out of time. Time is of essence. You have already sown your seeds of hard work, of discipline, of sacrifice, of patriotism, of integrity, of right kind of... You've sown your seeds, but you have an option of sowing more seeds, new seeds, so that these seeds grow taller while the wrong seeds remain as pygmies. So friends, this is it. So let's set our target. What should be the target? Come on. What should be the target for Pondicherry University and Pondicherry as a whole, that they become interns into that program? What should be the target?
Yes.
How many? 10,000. That means everybody in it. You are in it, your friends are in it, and you got to get them in. That's record breaking. To me, that begins the university social responsibility. It's a beginning of a long journey. I believe, let's begin with this. And then alongside, once you experience this, You'll already have formed groups, because you will, all of you will get involved into some form of swachhta and sanitation in your village, in your neighborhood, somewhere or the other. You will work, but you will work under with your nodal officers, your team leaders. You will not depend on government officers to show you the way. You will do it yourself. You'll find your own way to do it yourself. I do not want you to be dependent on anybody. You will do it yourself. You will find your own broom, you'll find your own duster, you'll find your own things yourself, and you'll raise them yourself. You don't wait, I've come, but I don't have a broom. Sarkar would be bringing a broom. No. You will take it, you will spend, if you need a broom, you will take your broom, home broom to the road and take it back. You'll find your own innovative ways of doing things. You understand? So let's first get going. Let's first recruit and then see what kind of training programs come through that, and then we said get going. Now that we're setting a target of 10,000, how do we begin? Who do you all feed in yourself, or your nodal officers, as Sridhar has said?
We move to nodal officers.
Which department?
All,
All nodal officers?
all departments will have a nodal officer. They'll recruit and then we'll start working.
Perfect.
One
So you will, that means you'll work through your nodal officers, and we'll meet the deadline, and we'll break all records.
Yes.
And that will be the message. This will give you an opportunity that your Vice Chancellor goes and calls on the President, goes and calls on the Vice President, and lets them know what Puducherry University now stands for. It stands for Universal Social Responsibility. It's in practice as USR. It will show the mirror to all other universities around the country that if Puducherry University could do, why not them? You would become an example for the others. Isn't it great when you say, oh, Puducherry University, you did this? Because it will make international news. It will make national news. It will be the talk of the town. It will be talk all over.
And we'll be the first in the country to initiate this.
And we will, certainly. We will be certainly the first in the country to have initiated and implemented our Honorable President's mission statement is university social responsibility. We will be the first one. So your Vice Chancellor and you, as all of you, can claim that. You can claim it. You can claim it. I think that would be a great thing added even in your careers. When you one day go for your career interviews, and you've done this, mark my words, you will have that extra points. Because not that you've done a program, you will have acquired certain qualities which you learn only by doing that. And the corporates are looking for that kind of leadership, the kind of sensitivity. They're looking for those soft skills. And those soft skills come only by serving the downtrodden or looking at issues which are concerning the society at the moment. Right, friends? So we close this by thanking you. And now the ball is entirely in your court. We will be looking at your list time to time. Sridhar will keep track of the website. What is the number going on? Because we'll keep track with the government department, which is working on. Is Parameshwar Iyer looking at? Yeah, Param Iyer, secretary, huh? And our secretary can also see. So we will keep track, and we will continue to actually sound the government of India, whichever is the department, saying we are winning. We will keep track. We will play our role as administration. You will play your role as university. And you individuals will play your role in enrollment. And you as individuals will get your friends into it. And then we have to, once we win this war, we will come back and celebrate. And then once your internship of this is over, we will come back and celebrate. And then move on to other areas of universities' a social responsibility. What is that as a group now you want? You want to continue? Or you want to shift? We want to do something else? We can take a call once your university opens up. Yes, friends? Any questions?
Say loudly. You can speak loudly. What is the problem?
Can you go to the website straight away, Sridhar? Who do they apply straight away? Can you access the website straight away?
This is Dr. Tirupati Rao. HOD Statistics, and also University Nodal Officer for All India Survey on Higher Education. And this time, this Swachh Bharat Summer Internship was introduced. Actually, the date of announcement is on April 23rd, and May 5th onwards, enrollment was started. And up to May 15th, that date was given. It's a very coincidence that the notification came during our examination time. And this is Swachh Bharat Summer Internship.
Correct.
And government has announced the 2 academic credits.
Correct.
For which our registrar and our vice chancellor has called for meeting, and we have designed the modalities how to award that credits.
Wonderful.
That was all happened.
Okay.
And up to May 15th, only 13 enrollments came from the university. Affiliated colleges is separate. So among 13, one application, that student has asked that only 4 days internship, but they have to do 100 hours, for which 4 days internship is not sufficient to cover that 100 hours.
Correct.
So some applications were rejected. By being a nodal officer, I am the competent authority to approve their applications. And our university NCC officers and NSS officers are also involved. And we plan that our registrar has suggested at that time, if the number is more, we will go for department level. Every department depends on the strength of the department. We assign that duty to department level faculty members also. But that was the state. Due to that thing, it is a summer internship.
It is.
Students were in examination mode, and after that they left that college, university. These are all the things we are unable to mobilize, madam.
Okay.
And if
What
it
is
is
the
not
help you
summer
want?
internship, as if it is university social
Tell me
responsibility.
what is the help you want?
Now, yes, sir, yes, sir. Now, because it's a university social responsibility, then we can take it as other than summer time also.
Plus.
If that is the case, we are able
is
to
plus.
we are able to make something, madam.
I agree with you.
So this is my submission, madam.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
can make it plus. We first of all enroll for this maximum number.
Yes, yes.
Dr.
Ball is in the
Tirupati Rai,
court.
it's going to be an ongoing thing throughout the year.
Yes,
It's not going to be time-based that way.
Yes, sir.
We'll all be working together. The first-year students who will join in would come in place of those who have passed out. Okay,
Okay, sir.
that's it.
Only thing is the level of awareness that has been taken to students, sir. I don't know how much awareness has been taken to the students' level.
Yeah, yeah.
It should not stop at the nodal officers level.
Okay.
That's a key.
This is, the point here is, we make this summer internship plus. Summer internship plus. And plus remains plus. Okay? And that is your USR. Okay? But let's bombard the internet saying we all, let them screen and see how they reject. At least we made an application. At least we volunteered. Why not do that? Let's let the website crash. That whole university is doing it, let it crash. For the first time it will crash because everybody wants to be volunteer. What do we lose? So as a nodal officer, you enroll all. Saying we all want to be. All NSS, all NCC, all others, all scouts and guides, whatever you have. All eco clubs, reader clubs, whatever clubs you have. Oh, Facebook clubs. So you include all of them. Let it crash. And then let them look at and reject or accept. But you have, your vice chancellor or you as a university could say, so many applied. So many applied. That's a record breaking. But we are not stopping, as he said, we will say plus. After that, once you're back on duty here, we will continue. As I told you, form groups, you will on your own find an area. Anybody else a question? So am I clear, sir? Am I clear, doctor? So what are we going to do then? Who is going to fill in all forms? Who is going to do that? Where do we begin? Where do we begin? What I'm saying is, who does what? Do you want students directly to apply, go on the net and apply? So my government.in portal, students could go and apply. So that's, let's announce, come on, come here. You come here. Tell them how to apply. Tell them how to go about it.
Thank you, madam. See, now the summer internship Swachh Bharat is introduced by Government of India, and enrollment is on online basis. Students can enroll. This summer internship time is up to June 15th, madam. But due to that fag end of the academic year, we are unable to mobilize. That is a fact. And now if it is allowed to be continued, then the present procedure may be extended. It cannot be considered as only summer in time. Then we can design some modalities for university social responsibility.
At the moment you got June up to June 15th?
Yes, madam.
What is the guidance you give to the students? Say that.
So the students can enroll right now also, madam.
Tell them where.
Yeah. So I request all the students for your online enrollment through mygovernment.in web portal. So that web portal is self-explained. You just go through that, browse it, and enroll yourself. Yeah. Already our university has communicated through our circulars. So you go through that, our circular, our information is available there. You are requested to go through that web portal and make yourself enrollment before 15th. You will have 2 academic credits. And that academic credits awarding procedure is also designed by our university, that you will get the credit of it. You can do the internship any part of the India, not necessarily in Pondicherry surroundings. So if you do that work at other than universities, Pondicherry's region, your work has to be monitored by the local government officer, and you have to maintain a diary, and in that diary you have to get the certification from the local administration officer. So then that will be come to our NCC and NSS officers. Then they will make they are now tentatively course coordinators. These course coordinators will approve your activity. Once that activity was approved, then you will be recommended for award of 2 academic credits. This is the procedure. So friends, student friends particularly, you are requested to go through the web portal named www.mygov.in. You go there and you will get everything in that website. Thank you.
So he's shown you us the way?
Only one correction.
Correction.
It's not mygov.in. That's a general portal. There is a specific portal for Swachh Bharat Summer Internship, which is SBSMI in. Okay. So just put Swachh Bharat Summer Internship in Google, you will get the website. Okay. And I think nodal officers have to play a critical role. I have not studied in depth into that. It's just, since ma'am was very interested, we took out of this thing and we sent a note to Secretary Education. Yes, sir. Yes. And within this, there's only a window of 6 days. So it has to be made maximum possible within these 6 days. So June 15th is the closing date.
Friends, to make things very simple, Google what? Google what? Google summer internship, and you'll get it. There's no need for any website, etc., etc. Go to some, it will come, and then fill it yourself. You don't need any nodal officer. You first fill your volunteerism, and then be in touch with your nodal officers. Whatever then the subsequent processes, we are there to support you. First, you commit yourself through the website. Study the website. Your first step is study the website, read it properly, and follow it. But go by step. And again, as I said, summer internship stops by your summer holidays. What about USR later? So it is plus. That is where we will reassemble. Your Vice Chancellor will take a stock of its situation again, and once you're all in, we will go for the next stage of USR, which is after the summer internship. But summer internship is being measured. How many states offer what? USR is not measured. USR is whatever we offer, whatever we give will be assembled as per our authentic work. But at the moment, internship is being measured. That's why the list is where I saw Pondicherry is only 300 plus. So at the moment, your enrollment is vital. Let us see how many finally get selected. But at least the Vice Chancellor should be able to say, every student enrolled. Out of enrollment, how many thousand got selected? That's all. At the moment, just do that. So it is not limited to NCC, NSS, etc. Every student, it does not bar you. It does not say you have to be a sportswoman or you have to be in NCC. No, it's a student. It's called student internship. So what will we do? What will we do? You will Google summer internship. Whatever website is, it will come. And then you start enrolling. And tell your nodal officers, inform your department, I have enrolled. And whatever are the further questions, you can talk to your nodal officers for further details. But if you still want any further clarification, come, your Vice Chancellor is your final arbiter. I'm not saying come to the LG's office. I'm saying your buck stops here, where your LG's office, your Vice Chancellor's office will have a control room query section where they will answer your questions so that you get your answers. Object is, fortunately, we still have a window up to the middle of June to become enrolled. And as I said, if our target is 10,000, then it means everybody Googles and volunteers. But if you still want a session, we can try and arrange a Skype session or a video conferencing with the secretary in charge of this program with you, so that you can do a Q&A. Would you want that? If you want that, that can be arranged. Do you have a bigger auditorium? I know you have a bigger auditorium. Anna? You have that bigger auditorium. We can arrange your session with Parmeshwar Iyer, who's the secretary of this program. And he does video conferencing around the country. Parmeshwar Iyer.
We'll do that once the university
Reopens. Till then, if they have any questions or summer internships can also be answered. Doctor Sir? The nodal officers can have a session with him. I think the nodal officers can take a session with Parmeshwar Iyer. Should we arrange it? You tell us the date and time. We'll speak to Parmeshwar and arrange a video conference. You let us know the date and time. So friends, this is all about it. There's total clarity that you are independent to enroll. And it's a prestige issue. It's a prestige issue. It's an honor issue. That here is a union territory which is a hub, which is literally like the Oxford of the East, where there's everywhere a college and everywhere a child, and the whole central university is right here. It is the Oxford of the East, because it's such a small place, you have such a big university. And if then you have only 15, that shows not that you don't want to volunteer, it's because you did not know. Now that you know, there is no excuse for not volunteering. You have to now 1 plus 10, 1 plus 20. Tell your friends that you enroll and see. Okay, friends? Right? Any other question? Doubts are cleared by and large? So you'll only have to take your own initiative and not depend on anybody else at the moment. Rest of the coordination will happen at the registrar level. I want to thank you for such a short notice assembly and wish you all the very best. Have the rest of the summer vacation enjoyable. I hope you become interns, and we'll see you on ground when we are on our rounds too. Thank you.